in the middle, 6'9", number 32, Jackson Davis. At forward, 6'7", number 22, Andrew. Forward, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry. Your shooting guard, 5'10", number 11, Dixon. The head coach is Steve Kerr. Let's hear it again for your Golden State Warriors.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And now the Lakers starting group. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Shake Milton is out there with Connect. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. And for the Warriors, in at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Dixon is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And since the Phil Jackson era, Shams, the Lakers are now on their 7th, and I can't even believe I'm saying it, 7th coach in the last 14 seasons. What a turnstile that has been.
They're keeping us reporters busy, huh? To me, it's all about stability now moving forward with the Lakers. I do believe they intend to give their new head coach plenty of opportunities over the next few seasons to continue to coach, to continue to be the coach for the long term. You have to figure out the recipe of success, not only now but moving forward. And the Lakers, from what I'm told, want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the long haul.
And I love what you said, the word stability. They need it in LA. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Milton. Davis. Great positioning on the putback.
And Davis just eating up the boards on the inside and went right back up with it.
Outside Curry. Kicks it to Wiggins. Now the pass to Dixon. Trains the three-pointer. Dixon's got 5 points so far.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. James outside. Pass to Connect. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And you have to run Connect off his spot. He's very comfortable in the corner.
Curry passes to Dixon. Back to Curry. Puts up a 3. Hands it from downtown.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Davis. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Hachimura with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Wiggins with some nice D. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Warriors basketball.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Of course, they know they have their work cut out for them with LeBron on the court. He told me James hasn't really lost a step. He's a constant problem out there, so I'm ready to try anything, including just throwing extra bodies at him. Of course, that probably means some double teams in LeBron's immediate future. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. And players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Now here's Curry. Last game he had 13. Milton against Curry. Milton the pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
AD gets near the rim, and it's lights out.
Warriors leading by 4. Down low, Dixon. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dixon's got 9 points.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Offensive rebound. Wiggins with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Dixon, defended by Milton. Outside Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And Davis pulls it down. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron outside, over Green. James, no good. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason, and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Nation, let me hear you.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They've hit a little bit of a skid here, playing right around the league average now.
I think for the Warriors, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
Dixon passes to Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
I like their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Davis surveying the 4. Here he goes. Pass to Milton to end the cold streak. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, we've seen Davis expand his game. You can see it there with the playmaking.
On the wing, Wiggins. There's the dish to Curry. Passes to Dixon. And stolen by James. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And they swept this team in the regular season a year ago. Pretty impressive considering these teams were basically the same in the standings.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. Knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Here's Dixon following the basket by LeBron James. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. 14 points for Smooth.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
Well, we saw the same kind of attack in the last game. Ferocious effort in back-to-back outings.
Here's James after the made shot from Dixon. The turnaround Jay. That's no good, and now he's missed two and made two. He kicks it to Green. Now here's Curry, guarded close. Back to Green. Those three-pointers off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. Taken away. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, you don't want to put Curry at the line. That's just dangerous and pretty much 2 points. Stephen, the best free throw shooter ever.
At the line.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Warriors.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. Kuminga's come in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Dixon. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for Rui Hachimura. Christie subbed in for Shake Milton. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
The Warriors making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in.
Junior James.
Warriors leading by 6. Here's Pajemski. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Christie. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
First team foul.
LeBron against Schroeder. Anderson outside. Schroeder against LeBron. Now here's Schroeder. He's tightly guarded. James with some nice D. To the hoop. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
It feels like there's been a crossover where basketball fans over the past 2 seasons are really appreciating the longevity and greatness of LeBron James.
You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA in sight. But clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I love playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
Here's Christie. The Warriors making the shot. Shot clock at 6. No good from LeBron. And it's Anderson with the ball for Golden State, leading by 5. The pass to Looney. Anderson outside. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Hayes. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to James. Kuminga against Vanderbilt. He's looking for Hayes and finds him. Stolen away. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Lakers trail by 5. Here's LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. And stolen by James. And here's the fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 32 seconds left to play in the first. Now Pajemski. Still scoreless. 6 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Los Angeles basketball. Substitution on the court.
Here's LeBron, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Puts up a deep three. The shot will not fall. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball.